Okay, so welcome to the Quarry. This is like a great little sandwich or coffee shop. A lot of times you'll see parents here, you'll see President Durden sometimes having his office hours. So I'm going to show you around. Notice that I'm in my proper uniform. Remember, sneakers and jeans, and then with the proper shirt and hat. Oh, almost forgot. Here you definitely want to take off things like watches or earrings. They tend to fall, get into melted cheese. You never know. So come on in. And then back here is where you'll be working. You might be doing something like restocking, or you might wrap the bagels. You might make sandwiches. The Quarry is well known for its sandwiches. If you come back here, you'll see the fridges. For example, we keep pizza in there. You might be asked to actually make pizza. Back here, I hear rumors about this. If the managers like you and you come in early in the morning, you might be allowed to bake cookies, but that may be just a legend. You make smoothies here or milkshakes when it's colder. Right over here is the time clock. This is where you'll clock in when you come. So there are two other important spots I'm going to show you. Back through here, this really small area, this is where you would come and get clean rags, or a mop, or let's say some brooms. This is just good to know, especially late at night when you're doing cleanup. This is the kind of place you would come. And then out here, be careful because this door doesn't close. So right here, there are two different trash places. These ones here, you'll notice they're called commingled recyclables. That's where you'd put things like cardboard. Whereas the other ones on the other end, that's where you actually put trash. So that's the Quarry. All right, so this is where you come to fill up your various coffees. Now you'll notice that each of these has a label on them. You want to try and keep them separate. Don't get like Ben Rush confused with Old West. Now, there are usually spares over here. So I'm going to show you how to make some more. Take this. And come over here. You'll probably want to check it first to make sure that there's not like some extra in there and that then will overflow. If there is any extra coffee in there, even just a little bit, just dump it out. So notice I just pushed the button. That's all you need to do in order to get this open. Now, this is something a lot of people mess up. Filters are down here. And a lot of people, the first time that they make coffee, will just go like this. You know, notice that like one side is folded in. That's actually pretty bad, because then what'll happen is that grounds will get into the actual coffee, and then you can wind up with people chewing on grounds. It's weird. So what you want to do is you actually want to like use your fingers and kind of push the filter into the sides. So you see how this is pretty nice and even. There's not like one side folded on top. Pretty easy, right? Now down here is where you keep all your coffees. So remember, this was Old West. See the label? Now you take this cup. The cup lives usually here. It's 1.5 of these. So 1.5. Slide this in. Make sure to get both sides in. Make sure that, you know, this will be firmly in place, not like one side hanging off. Put this guy in there. And all you do then is press start. Easy. So when your coffee's done, take this out and dump it into this green bin here. This way it'll get nice and composted. take this, put that back in there, and close up. And then you probably want to put it over here. That way it's nice and ready to go. Now let's say somebody orders a cappuccino. Unlike at the underground, take your cup, put it right there, press cappuccino. Very easy to do. Now over here you'll notice there are all these syrups. If someone asks for a shot of flavor, this is what you would do. So let's say you need to grind some coffee up. You can burn through easily like 4 or 5 of these packs a day. The coffee's all kept down here, right underneath the grinder, and they've all got these labels on them. So for example, this is Old West. Rip this off. Don't put your hands in there, ever. That's really bad. Oops. Dump that in there. Then what you do is you hit the start button. And you kind of want to like shift this around so that way it stays pretty even and doesn't overflow. And then when it sounds like that, you know it's empty. So hit stop. Then you want to hit that a few times and pull this cleaning lever. Get as much out as possible. Seal this up. And then you come over here and just put this down where the little tubs are. Pretty easy. Okay. So over here is the exciting world of cabinets. This is where you will come if you need to restock something. So if someone ever asks you to get some more napkins, this is where you come. Yeah, just check in here. You'll find anything that you need. So if your manager asks you to restock something and it's not back behind the line, she'll probably give you a key and then you'll come downstairs. Usually there'll be students here playing games. So this is the supply closet over here. You gotta make sure to push the key in all the way. And this is where you'd come to get anything from flavor shots to fresh cups or hot chocolate. I mean, essentially anything you need is gonna be here. And also it's really convenient. They've all got labels on them. So even if you don't know what you're looking for, you can just double check the label and that should take care of it. And then over here, these are the fridge and the freezer units. This is for anything that needs to be refrigerated. So let's say pizza or let's say some spreads, anything like butter, that's probably going to be there.